What is up, guys? It's Xami Boy here, and today I want to show you what teams I'm currently using right after that new Picon and Super Kaioken Goku dropped, because I'm not summoning on that banner and you shouldn't either. It's those just two units are just not that good in my opinion, and I've seen many people try to play them, try to make them viable, but they're just not. They're better units in the game, and in this video I will cover what teams I'm running and which teams I can recommend you using. So let's start off with my Regen team here. I played this last season quite some time. I enjoy playing Regen now more than before. So I basically run Majin Buu down to the left and Omega Shenron up to the right. And then depending on the enemy, I use Baby or Android 21 or even Cell. That's why I kept him here on the team. I could have replaced him with Kid Buu, but I still like that yellow unit in the team, especially if the opponent plays Fusion and does not have a yellow or a red unit. Then it's pretty handy to have Cell on the team with his cover change, and of course he can still pack some punch. So yeah, and in this team I basically use only strike equipments, which is true for mostly all my teams, I think, just not on one team, but I will come to that later. So yeah, I can really recommend you guys using this team here, but of course only if you got Buu on Senka level 1, because he's like very initial, very important for that team to become very good, otherwise the team is just good. So going to the next team, which is, I guess, the best team right now, maybe my best team at the moment. So it's basically using the top three, Vegito Blue, Super Vegito, and Kefla. And I as well just used strike equipments. And for the bench, I chose some defense units as well. Vegito, of course, in the middle, buffing everything up there, so he's essential. Like on 14 stars you have to use him on the bench. And yeah, I used the other two Super Saiyan 3 Gokus here to give some defense as well, which I think is pretty lackluster in the Fusion team, but you don't need the attack buffs. I tried this team instead of Super Saiyan 3 Goku here with the LF Angry Goku, but yeah, the attack didn't go up that much, but the defenses, well, you learned how the defenses are important in this game when you only have attack. So I think this is just balancing the lackluster defenses the upper units have, but still this is like the best team in my opinion. So of course I can recommend you those guys if you have them, because getting 2 legendary finish units are not that well, it's not that easy, and it took me a year to get Super Vegito, so I know what I'm talking about. Next team here, I haven't used it that much, to be honest, right now, but I think it has big potential, which is basically a blue-blue-yellow team. Well, mostly I would use blue-blue-yellow here, but I also brought the Rage Trunks here, mainly to get my enemies thinking that I would bring him, because he's still a very good unit and many people use him. And I guess some people don't expect you to bring blue-blue-purple in this setup. Yeah, but basically that's it. I also go for strike here, strike attack, because of course Vegito Blue and Trunks have a very high strike attack here. Samazo it's also quite good. I mean, his blast attack is better, but 208 strike attack, that's not bad at all. That's fine. That's quite cool. So yeah, I think that's also quite good team, but there are better lineups for those units, which I will cover later. So here you are with the GT team, and that's basically the only team I did not focus fully on strike attack, because I even left out the old Super Saiyan 4 Goku here, because yeah, he's still quite good unit, he has some defenses, but I wanted this team to be blast focused, and his blast attack is not that great. So I thought, okay, let's build a team just around blast here. Okay, maybe that's like a small exception here, but his blast attack is almost as high as his strike attack. So I thought, okay, he's still viable here. In some occasions he's even more viable than Red Vegeta. even though that one has a very high blast attack here. But I think running Goku, Vegeta, or Shenron and Baby is like a good setup here as well. It's okay. I would not recommend you using Super Android 17. On some occasions, you could actually use the yellow Shenron, but I don't know if you should. The NI units are just better, but to make like a tier list where fusions is like Z tier in my opinion, this is more like tier 1 to S tier if you can play them very well, but those are this team here is nowhere near Z tier. Yeah, and then this team here, it actually surprised me, but with God Shallot just coming last week, this team, I enjoy playing it very much, like very, very, very much. Once you get Shallot transformed, he's also pretty tanky, and he can pack a punch. And yeah, that's like the upper 3 units, they're just very good. Yeah, I can really recommend you using this team if you want to try something else with Shallot here, because it just makes fun to play them. It's okay, I get that they're similar to fusions, but in terms of a kit, I think Charlotte brings a different vibe to the game than Kefla does. Because he's not just like that offensive powerhouse that goes around beating the opponent, but he's actually good at taking as well as giving out damage. And the bench here is also buffing strike and blast strike attack and blast defense, and Goku is healing them and providing them critical, and Zamasu is also giving strike and blast attack here for this team. So yeah, I guess you can also run him here. I mean, it doesn't actually matter here if you use blast or strike equipments here. I mean, you should use strike equipments for Vegito, but Charlotte also has a very high blast attack, so if you got good blast equipment for him, go ahead and use it. And also for Zamasu, he's good in both regards, so yeah, whatever you want to do it. And here's my last team. So it's a yellow, blue with 2 level 7 Senkais. If you don't have them on Senkai 6 or 7, I would not recommend you playing this team, because on Senkai 6 that Kid Goku gets his revive ability, which is very useful and very important, and that's like, in my opinion, the thing that makes this character good in the first place. Without this ability, he's like good, but not very good as he is now. And because of Trunks, I decided to bring that yellow movies Gohan. I mean, that Gohan is still very good to the day, especially with his lock-in ability and his good strike attack. But when he's on the team, Trunks gets very good. I mean, he has those abilities right here. -5 to strike at cost, plus key recovery. So that's insane, man. That's insane. And here you get both of these buffs here, because we have a Legends Road unit and we have a Gohan unit. So we got a lot of additional buffs here on this already very strong unit. I mean, look at after transformation stats. Strike attack almost 300,000. That's insane. That's like, I think that's the highest strike attack. I mean, okay, I might be wrong because I don't always check units at 14 stars here, but that's very high, and a power level of 1.5 million is insane. So this team is also quite funny because if you play fusions, well, they don't have a big red unit right now. They have Vegito from the first anniversary, alright, but nobody brings him anymore. So if you have 2 yellow units with basically no type disadvantage, that's pretty good, because there you can also tank very well, and Trunks is just there to do the damage. Yeah, so basically I think my best 3 teams is this here, ranking 2nd place with this team here as well, and my top team would be this one here. I think I showcased it before, but it's just an all-rounder. I played all the matches in this season. I mean, it wasn't much, like 10-15 matches, and I never lost one. Yeah, they're just annoying to play against, to say that. So What teams are you running currently? Do you have like those troll teams with Hercule and Shallot and Nail or something? I'm always open to new ideas, and I might even make some new showcase videos if you want to. So if you got any other questions, ask them in the comments. I will always answer them. And yeah, have fun, guys, and don't summon on the Picon, Paikuhan, and Goku banner right now. Just don't.